Shout out to Earth Seriously Flat, and also Chow Yun Cat, who put a crucifix. But thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate your support.
All right, tell me when it's up. We ready to continue? Or was there anyone that had any more questions or comments?
Any more for any more?
Nope.
I think I'm about done.
Cool. Right, Europe.
So we have the Bolivian salt flats, and like I said in previous presentations, if this isn't on your bucket list, it should be. This is absolutely breathtaking. I don't know if I'll get there, but if I ever get a chance, I'm going. So, according to the highly esteemed heliocentric sun-worshipping spinning ball space monkey religion, every point along a tangent in every direction from your feet drops. That is vertical drop away from you at 8 inches per mile squared. Here, let's do this. Maybe this will help with the last point too. You see this? You see this, guys? By either Pythagoras or trigonometric construction, this is a vertical drop, right? You don't start over right here, right? If you have a trip of 1,000 miles, you don't start over every mile you go and then calculate the drop. It's the drop from point A to point B. Everyone following this? So, the Salar in the Bolivian Andes is the largest salt flat on Earth, exhibiting less than 1 meter of vertical relief over an area of 9,000 square kilometers, right? This is from Borsa, Topography of the Salar del Uyuni, Bolivia, from Kinematic GPS, Geophysical Journal, and International Volume. I'm going to pull this up here in a couple minutes. What they're talking about, this isn't a sight gag. This is a geometrical flat plane. You can have a myriad of topographical features on a sphere: mountains, ridges, saddles, spurs, depressions, etc. You know what you can't have? You can't have a geometrical flat plane. And this one is over 9,000 square kilometers. Therefore, how can they stage 5 cling with a kung fu death grip to their fairy tale religion that has one of its foundational tenets, vertical drop, and yet at the same time have a flat plane with less than 1 meter vertical drop over 9,000 square kilometers, pray tell? This is a violation of the law of non-contradiction. For an encore, can they reconcile married bachelors for us also? This is real simple and easy to reconcile. So, the distinguished Baltard position. According to the heliocentric sun-worshipping spinning ball space monkey religion, every point along a tangent, again, in every direction from your feet drops. That is, vertical drops away from you at 8 inches per mile square. So, vertical drop, the study. The Salar in the Bolivian Andes is the largest salt flat on Earth, like he said, exhibiting less than 1 meter of vertical relief over an area of 9,000 square kilometers. So, no vertical drop. You see the problem here? Violation of the law of non-contradiction. Let's check this. This is the actual study. It shows 100 kilometer, 62 mile measure north to south of the Salar with less than 1 meter vertical drop. It's down here a ways. Bear with me. So you have a north to south measure. You have from alpha to alpha prime, 100 kilometers. So the spinning ball space monkey religion, 100 kilometers is 62 miles vertical drop. That equals 781 meters. The Bolivian salt flats, 100 kilometers, 62 miles, vertical drop, less than 1 meter. Alice in Wonderland is more tenable than the venerated Baltard spinning space monkey religion. The prosecution rests. Simple. You live in a fairy tale. The end. Questions, comments?
Yeah, fairy tale. No drop. Anybody on the panel?
No.
Feel free.
No.
These are pretty concise, so.
Yeah, nothing really to add. There's always the complaints in the chat about allegedly not understanding the difference between drop and elevation, but they have to remember it's their model, that says there's supposed to be a drop. And, they're trying to, again, presume, first of all, that we assume we're on a sphere. And that's where the problem is, because they want level to mean parallel to the surface of a sphere rather than a tangent to the sphere. If there was a sphere, it would be a tangent line. So I think that's where the confusion is, but they think we're confused. So, but what can you do?
We're confused. Okay, could somebody tell me, please? I need somebody to tell me the disconnect between elevation and vertical drop. Anybody, please.
Now, elevation is just the distance from the surface, whereas drop is the surface is going away from you in a vertical direction down.
So you said down. So is that in elevation down? Do you horizontally drop?
No.
Is there another drop other than elevation drop? Give me something.
Right. I'm just saying what they say is we're presuming that elevation is only the distance from the surface, not even considering that the surface in their model is dropping away too. So the confusion is on their part, I think.
Well, they demand that you beg the question. They say it's relative to their model.
Well, let me go back again. Let me try to say this again. Please give me another drop other than a drop in elevation. That's so stupid, I can't even say it. It's not confusing. It's moronic. Give me something other than elevation drop, vertical drop. Okay, what does vertical mean?
Well, I'll put it out to the audience. So, I don't know, about halfway through, if you can give me the nod, QE, I'll stick out a link for Discord so members of the public can join. And if they can remember this question, other than... what other drop is there, I suppose, is the most concise way of putting it.
Yeah, I'm at a loss. There must be 8 inches per mile squared to drop on their ball. Where are they calculating this drop from? I want somebody to show me how they're calculating drop. Drop from what? What's the benchmark? We know elevation isn't made from the center of the earth. I already posted that citation about 500 times along with their ellipsoid train wreck. So what's the benchmark?
Right. They can't do it without presuming. They can't do anything but affirm the consequent. It assumes there must be a sphere, but like I said, the curvature calculator is their calculator. They say there is drop 8 inches per mile squared. That's what they say. And then they want to say, that elevation is just a distance of an object above that curve, that surface. And then they tell us we don't understand. It's like, well, your calculator, you tell me.
Yeah, it's non sequitur. It doesn't make any sense. You got to give me some type of drop. Where's the drop? What, do your drawers drop? Where's the drop? To drop, it has to be vertical. That is elevation drop. You got to have a benchmark. What's the benchmark? Sea level? What does level mean? Level means flat. So this is just a circle jerk.
Adam, Betty, either of you got anything to add? Or move on if not?
Yeah, I see someone commenting in Discord, and I think that, John, you get these. You have a quote from the Solar that you use a quote from someone, or a citation. I mean, sorry. And I have a guy that says, well, the elevations are recorded relative to the WGS 84. Model.
Yeah,
so
well,
they say something in that same document is referring that they account flat as in that model. So that
Well, the
refutes your former.
Oh god. Tell me when you're done.
That regards your former quote. That's what the guy says. I'm done.
First of all, they're not quotes, they're citations. Second of all, we don't measure a benchmark from a model, right? We don't. The benchmark measure an elevation drop is not from a concept. I need some cowbell, some physicality, right? So that's non sequitur on its face. It's moronic.
Can you show that citation that you have and the reference again? Maybe.
You still have me sharing?
I will be.
No, I see that awful bottle again, which we had decided that we wouldn't see, but I think Nathan likes it best.
Oh my! Don't just throw him under the bus.
Look, just let me get you back. Look, fun though it is to poke fun out of the host, right? To get us back on track, I summarise this immediately. They must demand that you beg the question. It's in reference to our model. That's all they can do. Demand that you beg the question. Got you up,
Yeah,
QE.
it's that academic. What is it? It is in blue. It's a little quite small for me to see.
Do you want me to pull the link up?
Yeah,
Or this
if
part?
you can.
Is
I
it
don't
this
know.
part?
Because he says in that same document,
God.
there's another citation that he pulls out. That although he doesn't pull out the citation, he just says it. They make it that their flat is according to that WGS 84.
And I say again,
Yeah.
you can't measure flat from a concept, a model.
Okay, and that's that geo thing, I think. Right?
Yeah, the GI, the hypothetical imaginary model. Yes, they even got a red line under it. Windows 10 doesn't recognize it because it's moronic.
Sorry, Betty. Can you just repeat what he said again? Their flat is based on a model. Is that what you said?
Yeah, well, I saw the comment earlier in a different thread, and that it had flat had quotation marks on it, and that's how they see flat, right? They see flat on a flat sphere.
Yeah, they see flat in reference to their model. What's that you
They
say?
see
It's flat.
Well,
only in reference to our model is it flat. You say it's completely flat. Reference to our model, my friend. Flat means curved.
I want to see their model.
Yeah.
I want to see their model. Any globetard, please post your model somewhere. 3.5 years, I've never seen it. That is the globe Earth model. Has anyone on the panel seen it?
No.
Nope.
I've seen them decry Google Earth, and it later transpires that Google Earth backs no drop because there is no drop. So they definitely don't say Google Earth is their model. But no, I've never been presented with a model. Adam, have you ever been presented with any globe Earth models?
Not seen one yet. I used to think it was Globe Earth, but they denounced that during the Isle of Man.
You mean Google Earth?
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Yeah,
Google
they
Earth I
denounced
always
it.
thought was the best model they had. But like I said, the ballers denounced that in favour of an ordnance survey map, as far as I'm aware.
That's correct, yes. Paul, you got anything to add? Paula, you there?
I love what... Sorry.
No, nothing more really to add. They still keep going on in the chat about all these things that we've already gone over. So not much to add. It's their own model that is confusing them. I think they keep trying to make excuses for it, but they commit fallacies left and right in the process.
You move on?
I'd just say one thing, Dave. I like the salt flats as a proof, because models accepted on a flat model. It's a very good example of a small portion of the flat plane with very little topography. But on the ball model, it's a great example of somebody who's had a file out and just took a little edge off so it's perfectly flat.